let's do predictions for the second day of Stage 3 of the NAL 2021 season. So for the first day, I did the predictions, and I got them all 4 right, actually. Beast Coast, Space Station, Oxygen, Sonics. Don't believe me? Watch the other video where I make the predictions. So to this chart, I've made the addition of teams beaten, and it's a little bit interesting. So... and you have to look, I separated this for a reason because these changes all apply, of course, to this team. And so this whole row is Space Station, except for this is Oxygen over here. So this is why I added the space, but it was here the last time, I think. So Space Station has, and this is only in teams they've beaten in the first and second stages of NAL. So this is only for 2 best of 1s. So take it for what you will. A lot of these teams have played each other a bunch of other times in other events, majors, earlier stages of Pro League and whatever. So SSG has beaten everyone but DZ, TSM has beaten everyone but Oxygen, Sonics has beat everyone but Dark Zero, DZ has beat everyone but TSM, Disrupt, now Astralis, has beat everybody except for Space Station and Sonics, Oxygen has beat everybody except for Sonics and Astralis, Mirage has beaten everyone except for DZ, and XSET has only beat Dark Zero, Mirage, and Beast Coast, and Beast Coast has only beaten TSM, Astralis, and XSET. So that means that the only teams that have not lost to either XSET or Beast Coast are SSG, Oxygen, and Sonics. And take all of that for what you will. I just thought it was sort of interesting. And I don't think any of that changed, right? Because, yeah, nobody beat somebody that they hadn't beat before yesterday. So only 3 games to predict today. Oxygen versus Mirage. So in the first stage, Oxygen beat Mirage 7-3, and in the second stage, Mirage beat Oxygen 7-5. So this was on Clubhouse, and I don't know. I don't remember where the stage 1 games were. But, so, okay. Trends from the first day. Oxygen looks like they bossed up. They beat TSM, but... and all of this, like, if a team looked better, it could be because the team they were playing against did poorly or looked worse or whatever. But Oxygen, they looked pretty good. They did a little bit of a role change. They had Kino on entry and Yaga on support. On the Ace, Kino on the Ashe. So who do I think is going to win? And the Mirage, they lost their game. So Oxygen is on a win streak, a 1-game win streak in Stage 3. Oxygen won their first game, Mirage lost their game. And Mirage beat Oxygen the last time they played, but Oxygen beat Mirage better the other time they played. I'm going to give it to Oxygen, I mean, mostly on the merit that they won their game and Mirage lost their game, and they looked better. And that was even on Mirage's like best map that they lost on, and Oxygen they played TSM also on Clubhouse. So take that for what you will, the equalities of maps and whatnot. I'm gonna say Oxygen. For the second game, Astralis, I have everything. It's all Disrupt on this because in the past when they actually played the games, they were Disrupt. So I'm gonna try to stop mixing them up. But Astralis versus XSET. This is, well, it's not really that tricky. XSET looked pretty bad, but Disrupt. But Astralis also lost their game. But Disrupt never lost to XSET, and so I doubt Astralis, which is Disrupt, will do it now. I have to imagine that Disrupt will win their game because XSET did look pretty bad. So Beast Coast isn't playing, but I do want to note that, well, Beast Coast kind of stomped XSET. They beat him, well, 7-4, right? But they kind of stomped him anyways. I mean, 7-4 is like barely decisive. I guess one more round and you're at max regulation. But we're gonna say they stomped him because it looked like it. 2 of their players did really badly. Only like Razor and maybe one other player was doing kind of okay by the end. So right, this begs the question: is XSET still really bad, and Beast Coast is just like a little bit better, or is XSET actually better and Beast Coast is a lot better, or what is it? So I'm gonna say XSET still looked pretty lost, and maybe they just need more time to adapt. And I did mention this in the previous video where I thought Beast Coast was gonna gel more quickly, and I guess Young Alec just came right out the gate. But I guess when you have to just when you're just beating up on scrubs. It's well, and not that they're scrubs, but as far as the NAL is concerned, they certainly are the scrubs of the NAL. But maybe not in the future. Maybe they'll boss up. But whatever. That's not that's neither here nor there in regards to the second play date, because we don't see Beast Coast play or Dark Zero play or TSM play. Yeah. The Beast Coast Dark Zero game was rescheduled to the very last day of the season. So, Sonics versus SSG. In the first stage, Sonics beat SSG pretty decisively. I think this was a clubhouse game. And in the previous stage, SSG beat Sonics, and this was on Consulate, which is the map that Sonics played a bunch, but this is, well, the first time they played in the stage. And SSG was dominant. This is one of their less dominant games. I don't think they had any 7-5s, so I guess this is their at least tied with their worst scoreline besides their one loss, which they took to Dark Zero, because they had at least 2 7-1s, at least, yeah, right, they had 2 7-1s, 2 7-2s, and 2 7-0s. And then this, and yeah, so Sonics, I guess, got the closest to beating SSG of anyone who did not beat SSG. So, both teams looked pretty good. They both won 7-3 against their opponents. And I guess even Sonics beat what might be a stronger opponent because Astralis placed higher than Mirage did last season. But just based on this last match, this is probably closer to where things are in reality than, well, certainly time-wise than they were here. This is when SSG was struggling a little bit with Luke and the post-Canadian thing. But now they have Skies, or, well, now they have Skies. I'm going to assume SSG is going to win. We'll see what map they play. They can't play Consulate because it's no longer them. Maybe we'll see a bank. That'd be cool. But SQ has played their other map that they played a decent bit was Chalet, but that was also a really good map for SSG. So we'll see what the other maps have in store if they play one of them. Oregon and Clubhouse were historically pretty good for SQ, but SSG just took a big win on Clubhouse. So I'm going to say SSG. We'll see what happened. I could see it going either way. I'm pretty confident about this one. I don't know which one probably this one I'm least confident about, but also this one could go either way. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Auction for the first game. Oh, wait. Astralis for the second game, and SSG for the third game. And we'll see what happens, and I guess you'll see what happens in the recap video or the prediction video for the next one, whichever one you watch, if you watch either of them. Until next time.